Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. You're never happy on Friday.
I'm never happy.
I'm going to put a little clown hat on you and a red nose on you. No. Welcome to another episode of our cocktail hour, Friday cocktail hour. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's episodes. But this is the time where we can just be creative and unwind. Sometimes we do classic style cocktails, like the Manhattan and stuff like that.
Not because we're lazy.
No.
No. It's because we want to show off the history of cocktails. That's certainly not because we got to the final minutes and we're like, let's do this one.
That's not necessarily true either. But a lot of time we are very creative. Cody comes up and every once in a while throughout the week. And
only occasionally poisons us.
And he comes up and is creative and makes stuff. And so this is what he's got for us today. I think this is a truly unique recipe. It's pretty tasty. It's not really...
What does that mean? You saying it's bad?
It's not really in my wheelhouse with tequila and rum, but I like it.
I was banned from rye, so I had to try something.
He had a long string of rye. He's probably going to put rye in this after we...
It always makes things better. Only one incident, and it could have been argued that it wasn't terrible. It just was horrible.
So we were just trying to think of something kind of unique to do with tequila, because we have... we're starting to get more and more tequilas. And then rum. We have a ton of rum, and we hardly ever do a rum episode on Mondays. So we need to start doing some more. We did the 3 for the... One of our dogs wants in, so they opened the door.
They just pushed on the door.
She just pushed the door open. We do rum for our advent calendar, but we haven't done a whole lot of rum. It's one of our least populated playlists.
It's also one of the least amount of things in here.
Actually, we have a ton of rum.
Well, regular rum. We have a lot of I guess we do have some.
We have lots of spice rum and dark rum.
Comparatively, we have a drop in the bucket because the rest of it's all bourbon. And then more vodka than rum.
Bourbon, scotch, stuff like that. So
yeah.
So this is our plan today, is to come up with this kind of cool, unique recipe. I'm calling it the Red Robin after the catastrophic failure of naming last week Planet Steve.
Planet Becky.
This is the Red Robin. All right, so what do we got?
We're going to start off with an ounce of...
So this is going to go in a margarita glass or a cocktail glass. Martini glass. This is one of our martini glasses, I think.
Yeah, I figured I'd change it up, but we always just do the tall.
Yeah, we have a couple wide martini glasses, and this is a smaller one. And then our margaritas are more bowl shape. But it could go in a margarita because it is an island-style drink. All right, so we're doing what?
Apparently an ounce and almost a half, but an ounce of tequila.
An ounce of tequila. And we're using the Altos tequila, which is one of our favorites. And I believe you can get that almost anywhere.
Yeah, I keep using it a lot.
It's the Altos Aneo, and it's got a nice, rich golden flavor.
An ounce of spiced rum, but we're using Sailor Jerry's. And as far as I know, this is the regular Sailor Jerry's.
It is the regular. It's just got a designer label. So Sailor Jerry's spiced rum.
There's nothing on the inside.
Andy drank it all.
No. I thought on Sailor Jerry's you're supposed to look on the back side of the label and there's a girl.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, that's what said Sailor Jerry's is always...
All right, so how much?
An ounce.
An ounce of Sailor Jerry's. Or any spiced rum.
Then,
honey syrup.
Of honey syrup.
Honey syrup, honey water.
Yeah.
Which is a 1-to-1 part of honey and hot water, not boiling water, and it mixes real well. And we're going to do a ½ ounce of honey water. We make our own. It's easy enough to make.
We're going to have to make some more again because I've been making this thing repeatedly with different stuff.
Yeah, he's been experimenting with this one for a few days. Grenadine.
And then we decided on a 1/4 ounce.
1/4 ounce of grenadine.
Grenadine's kind of a bold flavor.
Yeah, it can overpower.
So if you're not a big fan of grenadine, then maybe a little less. But if you really like it, maybe a little more. But probably just 1/4 ounce.
We do have all of the sifter, whatever. These things, we have a bunch of these. We have smaller than those.
When they give you actual measurements.
Yeah, they're
and
just
we don't
easier.
know what that is.
This is half ounce, 3/4 ounce.
I thought that was a 3/4 ounce,
I
and
know.
this was 1.5 ounces.
Why they can't label
And
it?
they're
I don't
different
know.
sizes
Yeah.
from different brands. We have 3 of them, and they're all different sizes.
They're all different sizes. All right.
And then I did a dash of mint bitters, just because I figured it might.
Barely taste it, so you could go with 2 or
little
3
bit
dashes, but this is the Fee Brothers Mint
Okay,
Bitters.
that was more this time, so we'll let you know how it turns out. Last time was like a few drops.
Gives
And
it a
then-
little minty. And then Angostura.
Angostura. I'm going to eventually figure out how to pronounce that. A couple.
2 dashes of Angostura. So 2 dashes of mint Fee Brothers bitters and 2 dashes of Angostura. Some ice. Oh, I can smell that Angostura.
Yeah, it's starting to become one of my favorites.
Yeah, we've got quite
First
a few
it wasn't.
different bitters, and then he's been going through that. Now, we tried this just like this by itself, and it was decent.
Without the ice?
No, without the next additive.
Oh.
It was decent, but we're going to add something to give it a little bit more oomph to it. So if this is all you have, you could try this, but
Yeah.
you could also
cut it a little bit.
you could add some lemon bitters to give it a little more citrusy from the Angostura. But he's about ready to add.
Pour a little back in to taste test it.
Do you want to? Oh, you're gonna top it in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it's-
So then you strain it into a cocktail glass. Gives it a nice dusty rose. That's why I call it the Red Robin. It's a reddish.
Definitely a topper this time. That's a whole lot more.
Yeah. And then he tops it with Sprite. Gives it
Sprite.
that carbonated
I tried it with Red Bull. It wasn't a good idea.
club soda. Did you try it with club?
I think I tried it with club soda, or maybe that was a different one. I'm not a big fan of club soda.
So this
I
is
tried it
really
with
full
tonic
because you ended up doing like a half ounce more of tequila.
water. And the ice, the ice will water it down a little bit when it's melting.
That's really good. That is really good. You barely taste the tequila bite. You get a little lemon, or a little lemony from the 7-Up, but a little bit of the rum. Not really getting the mint. I can feel it in my
Kind of,
mouth, but I can't.
But more of like the cold effect that comes with mint.
Okay. I mean, I can feel it. Like if you were eating mint, you get that kind of freeze effect in your mouth. But I'm not really tasting it. A little bit of the bitters and the honey.
Well, the Angostura came out a little bit more, and I put a little bit more mint. But I think it's the grenadine and the honey that you taste the most.
I'm not really getting the grenadine as much.
That's one of the big... It could also be the honey, but I think it's one of the big...
Maybe.
components
Oh,
there.
I just got the mint there. Yeah, maybe I am getting the grenadine.
And then, of course, you get the... They all kind of have that...
They complement each other real
They
well.
do. And they all have a similar, like... I don't even know what the flavor one might be.
Island flavor.
Well, bitter or...
Okay.
Not bitter, dry, something. I don't know.
One of the things I
the
was
same
thinking
flavor
about.
that rum has and tequila has, this being concentrate kind of has.
Yeah.
or honey has. I don't know.
So one of the things I was
like
thinking about is if you're not a really big tequila fan,
You can put rye in it.
you could put Deep Eddy lemon vodka in it
Yeah, if you want
and
to
give
get
it
more
that
lemony.
give it that little citrusy, and
You
then
can also
cut
add
out
a little bit of lemon bitters or
you could cut out the
lemon
Sprite
and
on
lime
it.
juice. I put that in there
Yeah.
a couple times.
So this is the Red Robin. This is
Planet
one of our
Jim.
no, it's one of our new favorites. I feel like another channel that does cooking that says this is my favorite ever. Every
You
time
do
we
that
do it.
every single time.
Every time we do an episode, this is the best thing ever, and
A
it
lot
is
of
really good.
People do that. They make stuff. They're like, "This is the best thing I've ever made,"
Until next week.
and then that's
Yeah.
the best thing I've ever made.
So it's a good thing to make when you're on vacation, or if you want to express your bartender knowledge to a bartender down in the islands, you could say add this, 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 and this, and then it'll be the new club drink because they'll like it.
Or they'll insult you being you insulted us with this horrible drink.
No, they'll just say, okay, all that.
See, we need
That'll be
more than a
$30.95.
few people trying this, so you gotta make it yourselves and tell us how you like it. Because Most of the times when we make stuff ourselves, it's just us trying it.
That's really good.
But it ended up...
So one of the things that...
started out terrible. When I started just mixing rum and rye, or rum and tequila, it did not go well.
Right, but one of the problems that we were having is we were doing it just the mixes and no ice.
Yeah.
And the ice definitely...
Or it was with some sort of cold, like a already cold soda.
Yeah, the cold down makes it a little better.
Or pouring it over ice, as I did this time.
You know, that mint is kind of giving me that absinthe feel a little bit, but I like it. All right, tell us what you think. If you give it a try, tell us definitely what you think, but hopefully most of this stuff is easily available. The Fee Brothers mint may not be for you, the mint bitters, but everything else should be easily available. You make the honey.
You could probably also supplement it with cream to mint.
Yeah, barely, a little bit.
Yeah, make sure, barely a little bit, because it's probably possibly more minty, but it's also sweet.
I do just a drop. You can make the honey syrup, but everything else is available. So if you got the stuff around or you want to pick it up, try it. It's a nice island drink. Your significant other might like it with an umbrella. I don't know.
Ooh, we should get umbrellas.
Tell us what you think. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out all of our other channels, our other episodes. Mondays are oddities, where we do all sorts of non-whiskeys. Tuesday, Thursday, whiskey. Friday is obviously cocktail. Wednesday's coffee. Don't forget coffee.
We should do something with coffee next time, because we've been talking about that for a while.
We have. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise, and we'll see you on Monday. Cheers. Mine. Cheers.